Well, they say that humans are social beings, that to operate at a certain high and healthy level, we need a level of interaction with others. However, look, in the modern era, technology with social media and with ways to connect and share has supplemented some real life interactions with people. I think the newer generations have it easier with regards to, I think it's a lot safer than even it was growing up 20 years ago with me. I think there's a lot more information. Again, with technology, you can Google a lot of things. People are more educated. And I think that, uh, you can't even get lost. You got GPS, you got directions. I was talking to someone today. It's amazing as I get older and older, I'm middle aged now, that, when I was coming up, there was no cell phones when I was in high school. Beepers came out at the end of high school. And so the information and the lack of information caused you to interact with other people, to get directions, to go out, to socialize. There was no social media. You had to socialize. So it has a give and a take, because there's also a lot of bad things that come with human interaction. Every human interaction increase a level of risk. Whether you're dating, whether you're just asking for directions, And so, the bad part is if you become an isolationist, if you kind of like drift and wander by yourself and you don't develop as a person and learn to deal with people, even if you're very educated, you will have a lack of common sense, a lack of street smarts, and just a lack of empathy. You'll be in this bubble of delusion. There's a lot of delusional people online because they're in their video games. They're in there, and I love video games. I play them. And what I can tell you is that good to see you, Andre. Good to see you, Tony. I love and appreciate you both. We're connected via fiber optic cables. I love you both. Thank you for checking out tonight. Appreciate you. But look, think about that one of the best things about living alone, all that being said, one of the best things about living alone is you go at your own pace. Okay. You set your own pace. You want to travel today, you want to stay out late, you want to go to bed early, you go at your own pace. That's the best thing about living alone. Look, what's the worst thing about living alone? Well, there could be some sadness. There could be some lack of connection. However, the saddest you'll probably ever be or the loneliest you'll ever be is probably in a relationship with other people. But, certainly there's certain people that do well in a relationship, and you'll meet them in your life. Certainly there's a lot of people that get destroyed by relationships. You'll meet them in your life. So we go back to this thing where what you're trying to do as an adult, okay, is start to figure out what your personality type is. One of the biggest lessons I ever learned, I was in a zoo in New Jersey, Cape May County Zoo, okay? And I remember going to South Jersey was like going down south. It was a different vibe, slower vibe. But I remember going to Cape May County Zoo, and I was going like to each different section of the different animals that they had at display. And there was this one animal, it was some type of cat, some type of cougar or something, I don't know. And the people in front of me were very educated with different species of animals. And their son was very sad. They go, Mommy, this animal's alone. All the other animals are in like their cages with the other, with their family or whatever, other animals. And the parents corrected the son. They said, well, don't feel bad for that type of cat. Let's just say it was some type of cat or cougar. Don't feel bad for it. That animal actually does better when it's by itself. If you put it in an environment with others, it actually gets a worse temperament. And even when I had a dog, my dog liked to kind of be the only animal in the house, and you'll experience that too if you have pets. So different personalities of different people thrive differently. What you're trying to do to get through life, because it could be a complete disaster sometimes. You don't want to go live. You don't want to go to work. You don't even want to carry on. You're just tired of all the shit. Because if it ain't one thing, it's another. And that's living alone, okay? Last night you got bed bugs. Now you got a cramp in your neck, okay? And it just never stops, okay? However, That's living alone. When you're living with someone else, you still got bed bugs, you still got a cramp in your neck, and now they got problems too. So you just multiplied your problems. You say, yeah, well, you multiplied your money. Now you can share two incomes. Guys, single for the money bag win. Never forget it. No kids for the money bag win. Okay, so, but again, teach their own. Because I recognize there's certain people do better in different things. So, someone had commented on my video last night. Oh, guys, when you come in, click the thumbs up, leave a comment, shout to all my members. You know what it is. When I did my live feed last night about losing 300 grand on the course of my adult life, someone left a comment and said, oh, well, you made out lucky. You're still probably cheaper than if you had 3 kids or something like that. And I'm not going to lie about that. They estimate that one kid costs about $250,000 to raise that child from 0 to 18. So I pretty much had a kid without having a kid. So I'll take that. But, having a kid never stops, because even after they turn 18, you can disconnect from them at that point. It's your life. But, that's a very tough thing to do. I disconnected from my father after a certain age, but I tried my best all the way into my 30s to maintain some relationship. But, that's an interesting dynamic, but I think that, for a big chunk of my youth, I didn't really connect with my father at all. Didn't see him at all. Did that negatively affect me? I don't know. No, I definitely think the household was healthier without him there, because my mother and him were vinegar and oil. I definitely think having my father re-enter my life when I was turning 18 and giving me an opportunity to get into the electrical industry, I think that definitely helped me. I always had work ethic, but, so there's a give and a take. There's a give and a take in everything in life, and so, you can never do everything alone. I don't care how strong, how smart, how beautiful you are. At point, you need others to help you, whether your parents help you, whether a friend helps you. I had good friends growing up. Overall, if I look at it, I stayed at their house at times. They stayed at mine. I went to events with them. So, you have to think about in life, as an adult, like now I'm pretty much disconnected. You people online are probably the most connection I have. Shout out to you, Twista. Hal, been praying for you, brother. Twista, appreciate all your positivity. Hal, how's the new job, man? But, it's like now as a 41-year-old man, I disconnected, right? This is like my biggest connection throughout the course of the day. And so, other than me flirting with some baristas, and I saw some chick today in the gym. Oh, I fell in love. But then I got divorced. Why? Because I don't want to get involved. But I'll tell you, never date someone at the gym, because it's so sexual, man. You should saw these. Now they got the yoga pants. Now they got the yoga pants where they design them where they give you like a wedgie. And this girl, oh my God, just gorgeous, man. Praise the Lord. I tell you, it's very magical. Very magical. So what were we talking about? We were talking about living alone. Okay, so, as a 41-year-old man, I've kind of disconnected, but I've also lived a full life, because at times in my life I had great friends. We did great things. Nothing's perfect. Overall, at least I had parents that cared. They did the best they could, and I think overall I was very, very fortunate to have the parents I had overall. Same thing, even siblings I don't talk to. I'm still, there's still some positive there. Again, even if you have managers you don't talk to anymore, they still gave you an opportunity. They still helped you. They taught you. Even if you choose to be alone, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You got help. Okay, whether you were Trump or Tupac. Trump got help from his parents. Tupac got help from the digital underground. Everyone, no one's self-made. No one. Everyone gets help. So, it's what you do with the help, and then how you want to live your life. Now, no one should guilt trip you for the help. If someone don't want to help, then don't let them help you. Twista says, let me roll down my windows, guys. I'm in South Florida. Hurricane season has started, but there's no hurricanes yet. Usually the ocean's got to warm up. We got to get to like July. Middle of July starts to warm up. Will I still be in Florida in the middle of July? Well, I got hotel reservations tomorrow. Do I plan to go back? Guys, I'm really disappointed, man, with those bed bugs at the end of my last day. I've really been screwing my mind. I said, man, here I am trying to get off the road responsibly. And it's like, the Lord wants me to, I don't know. I was like, man, I was ready to be in that hotel for most of the summer. And I felt like, man, I'm trying to do the right thing and I'm getting these bed bugs. I'm having problems at a hotel. Is the Lord pushing me to be back on the road? Well, ultimately, look, I mean, I take accountability because I could change my mind, but that really aggravates me. It's always something in this world, man. But I only have to deal with my own thoughts. I don't have to deal with someone else. I'd rather be like that. Because let me tell you something. If you're at a hotel with someone else, okay, and there's a problem, you got to deal with yourself and them. Hold on, 199 super chat. Cal slid into my direct deposits. Do you have a good size fan for your car? Yes, I do. The main thing that I had to switch was I had to get away from battery operated fans, and USB fans are a disaster. Shout out to Wendy, I love you. Forget about USB fans, guys. You might as well put a dildo in your mouth because that's about what you're going to do to yourself. And shout out to all my gas station guys. We're back. Disaster. So, the key is you have to get a regular 120 volt plug-in fan. Then you got to get an inverter pack, whether Jackery or whatever, at least 300 watts. Okay? I can't reach it from here. And then that's it. But the battery operated low voltage fans like that are in the camping section, they're a no-go. They're not pumping out enough CFM. CFM is basically how you measure airflow, okay? So you need the high capacity fan plugs into the regular 120 volt outlet. However, to get the power capacity to run that without starting your car at night, you need an inverter pack probably rated around 300 watts. And that means you need to go in Starbucks during the day. That's what I did today. I did work, and then I plugged in my battery pack and charged it for a couple hours. So that fan will be blowing. You're good with a fan 90% of the year. When you get to the middle of July to the end of August, no matter where you are, unless you're in the mountains, you're going to sweat. You're not in an apartment. You're not in a hotel. You're in a car. So love to you, Cal. Thank you. Let's go back to live comments, guys. Click that thumbs up when you come in. Leave a comment. 61 people watching, 19 thumbs up. Why? Because most people are just driving by a car accident. They don't stop. They don't care. They're lurkers, and that's the reality of life, guys. You're changing a flat tire. A couple people help you. Most people just going to drive by. Yeah, shout out to the shitty world. But I'm thankful I got it better than most people. This world's a fucking shit show, man. I ain't never lie about that. I'm trying to ride this bitch out by myself to the end, man. Now, when I die, I hope I go into heaven. I hope there's a heaven. I hope all these motherfuckers that just drive by, I hope they're fucking burning hell. I'm just playing. I hope that don't happen. But I just want to see my dog. I want to live in Boca Raton of heaven. But I really, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it, guys. I just got to get through each day. I don't even know what the hell. I don't even want to talk about anything spiritual. I don't want to know. A lot of people out there, total disaster. You know, it's like, let's stay positive. Let's read the comments, guys, before I go into a tangent. Twister, I'm really struggling trying to forgive him. Who are we talking about, Twister? Really forgive him for all the pain he caused me. Who you talking about, Trump? You taught me to have the boundaries necessary to have a positive attitude. You fuck Trump. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, look at old Trump. Yeah, that guy caused a lot of damage, man. Fucking bastard, man. You know if we had Hillary, we would never got the coronavirus, okay? But I'm just playing. We're back to normal, guys. Biden brought us back to normal. Thank you, Biden. All right, I know I shouldn't talk about it. Let's play. Oh, shit, hold on, Infinity. $4.99 super chat. Slide into my direct deposit, man. Love you, brother. Infinity, you know what it is. Sell a condo, buy the travel trailer. Okay, Biden's got the country back to normal. Thank you, Biden. Make America great again. He did it. Okay, Trump almost destroyed America. Thank you, Biden. Shout out to Joe Biden. He's the America's president. Yes. Thank you, Biden. I was like, guys. I don't know how I end up going to that. Twist outside. Infinity, I love you, brother. You know this. I'll see you on the road, man. JM, welcome to the All Access Yacht Club. America's open, and now the membership live chat is open to you. Unlimited chats for a month. You can cancel at any time, okay? If you don't like me, I'm not going to riot and, burn down the Capitol. I'm going to say, look, I got to step down. Because you can cancel or you can join. Welcome, JM. Love to you. Leave all the chats you want. All the free people driving by the accident. They're just here to look on. And what I can tell you is if they ain't going to take advice from a guy from living in a car, why you watching? I'll tell you why you watching. Because you a hater, you a lover, or you ain't got shit to do, your family don't like you, and Trump don't even know who you are, okay? And I'm just telling you this, I showed up again, and my direct deposit growing. Yeah, Novell, $2 super chat. Yeah, Novell told me, well, at least, you lost 300 grand, at least you have 3 kids. Thank you, Novell. I think that was you. Florida don't have enough big chicks. Well, that's why I moved to Florida. Yeah, I'm moving to New Jersey. You're going to the right spot, man. Hey, Novell, when you get to Florida, go directly to the ShopRite, okay? Don't stop. Go to ShopRite, okay? Where else should you go? You should go to any pizzeria, okay? All the big chicks getting a lot of lasagna, okay? Where else should you go? You should go to a deli. You should go to a diner, okay? And then when you thought like you haven't seen enough big chicks, I want you to go on the Jersey Shore and I want you to stand in line, okay, for a funnel cake, a caramel apple, okay, and I want you to just enjoy. What do they call the big chicks on free porn? BBW or something like that? Now you say inspirational, no man, you're out of control. Okay. Oh yeah, ESP. Shout out to Dairy Queen. Yeah, ESP. Now you could go to Dairy Queen, New Jersey. They still got them. Shout out to Carvel. My mom worked at Carvel and Dairy Queen coming up. Okay. So shout out to them guys. I used to love chocolate chip mint ice cream from Carvel. Cal, $1.99 super chat. That'll buy some funnel cake money, but I'm gonna spend it on Starbucks. Good energy from Michigan. Shout out to you. Let's get it this week. Well, thank you. I'll tell you this. I'm over here driving at 9 o'clock at night, Eastern time in Florida, South Florida, guys, where all the good-looking chicks are, where you go into the gym, and it's a fucking strip club, okay? Every day of the year, it's endless summer. And this one chick today, she had the yoga pants, and they make them now. They design them, okay? They design them, okay, with the seam that goes right up the butt crack. And I'm over there working out like, oh, my God, there ain't no Dairy Queen around. Guys, I haven't seen a Dairy Queen since I left New Jersey. They don't have them in Florida, not in the good parts. So I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my God, I'm drinking water and shit. And I'm working out, I'm trying to get myself together, okay? And so you said, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know, guys, totally lost track. Oh, this is what I was telling you. So I'm driving tonight and I'm like, damn, I'm tired. I don't feel like going live. I want to go take a shower and relax. But you know what I said? Show up. And you know what happened? Good stuff, okay? So what's the lesson tonight? Like every other night, guys, show up. Have something you want to start with, then fucking let the strip club get popping. Daniel Lopez, $1.99 super chat. All you cheap motherfuckers in the back, you're never going to smell a stripper's cooch when you're just in the background. Shout out to everyone in the front row. Grease trucks at Rutgers. Well, there's a lot of good-looking chicks at Rutgers, okay? The problem is, because they good looking, because when you're in your 20s, I know you got good metabolism, okay? So you can eat all that grease truck from Rutgers, and you look good, okay? The problem is you're forming a bad habit, okay? So now when you get to your 30s, 40s, after 1-2 kids, you end up looking like Mom Dukes. So I'm telling you right now, okay, in their 20s, but you have to visualize. It's like Infinity, he gonna buy a travel trailer. It's gonna be popping for the first 5-7 years. 10 years, that travel trailer ain't gonna be worth nothing. It's gonna be saggy. It's gonna be like decoloring on the side, the roof fucked up. Okay, so like you can't judge a chick or a dude by how they look in their 20s because that's gonna totally fucking change when they're in their 30s and 40s. Oh, the strip club's popping. Novell. Have you seen DeWalt battery-powered fans? Not since I quit construction and got into the corporate world. I'll tell you this, work corporate. Fuck working for a mom and pop. Fuck working for the construction. As soon as you can, trade in your wrench, okay, for a laptop. And then as soon as you can, throw all your tools out or give them away. That's what I did. And live below your means and never swing a hammer again. That's what I said. You said, well, what if I got to do some work? Well, guys, you should never buy a house because you're guaranteed to do work even if you don't work construction. You should buy an RV lot or but if you buy a travel trailer, you better have some wrenches, okay? So what I want to tell you is, what were we asking? Yeah, battery powered. Shout out to my man Suitcase. He got the whole battery powered set. But for me, I got the inverter pack. I never want to see a battery. I went into Lowe's hardware store today to take a dump, okay? And what happened was I got a glimpse into the aisleway of tools. And guys, I was in construction for years. I did my own contracting for years, and it never stops. All this shit never stops. A renovation is the beginning of the end of your life, okay? And so what I said tonight was, when you live alone, you should never have to renovate. The only reason you renovate is to get people into your house to impress them, or you hate the people you're living with, so you have to renovate to distract you from their ass. That's why you live alone, so no more renovations. Thank you, Lord. Next one, JM, he's a new member and $5 super chat. July, oh yeah, July in South Florida, bound Latina Mills. Well, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be hurricanes and there's going to be hot chicks. So what I can tell you is, July and August in South Florida, I keep it real with you. It's like dating a hot chick, okay? And when it's good, guys, you are living a vida loca. And when it's bad, you're filling up an extra gas tank, okay? And you're bunkering down, okay? And you're just waiting for the storm to pass. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, but you say, well, what's the alternative? Well, the alternative is, because most people are not going to be nomads and travel with the weather. The alternative is, guys, you live in the Upper Peninsula, the Pacific Northwest, or New Jersey, or anywhere else other than Florida. You live in Arizona where there's no water, there's a lot of wind. You live in Texas, guys, where unless you're going to work for Elon Musk in Austin, or you're going to work in the oil fields, I don't know what you're doing. Or, guys, you come to South Florida where everyone with money came down here. The MILFs are popping. It's a Caribbean vibe with great diversity. But in July and August, there's not a lot of people except the locals. But there's still beautiful women. Why? Because, guys, beautiful people live in South Florida. However, a hurricane is not beautiful. However, my worst hurricane I ever lived with was in New Jersey, Hurricane Sandy, in October. So if you're trying to hide in New Jersey because you like big chicks or you like big tools, what you're going to find out is even in October, you're going to get your house destroyed by a hurricane. Why? Because you can't hide from Mother Nature. Okay. And I say South Florida for the win. Love to you. Thank you, JM. Great to have you. Charles, 299 super chat. Damn, we're on fire. Fist pump, you know what it is. Revenue's up. State income tax is still in effect. No state income tax. Thank you, Charles. Appreciation and gratitude. JM, damn, man, you blowing up my direct deposit. For your Starbucks, and Latina Mills. Well, I'll tell you this. Thank you for the Starbucks tips. Thank you to everyone. I see a beautiful girl. I may talk a little bit, but then I retreat. Why? Because for me, living alone is counting my own money, being in control of my own emotions. If I have a bad day, it's because of me or some psychopath that I've dealt with in the public. If I have a good day, I'm enjoying it by myself and I'm not brought down by someone who had a bad day. Now, I still talk to my mother every day, so that's a connection that I enjoy sharing with her, but there's a difference between talking to someone and living with them. And in my experience in life, this is how I came to the conclusion of it's best for me to live alone. Unless I meet some beautiful woman and, well, no, I wouldn't even say it. Nah, I could probably still live alone. I don't think there's any scenario. A beautiful woman, even if she freezes her beauty, even if she's completely a billionaire, I don't think there's any scenario where I want to deal with it. I don't, unless the only time I see myself not living alone is if Elon Musk, instead of going to Mars, which is a total fucking waste of time, okay, total fucking waste of time and resources. If Elon Musk says, you know what I'm going to do? You know what's going to hurt? You know what's going to serve humanity better and more efficient? If instead of spending billions of dollars to go to Mars, I'm going to spend billions of dollars to create robo women and robo men. Elon Musk needs to create robots that we get with, that we marry, okay, and that we can change their exterior skin, and we can make it anything. Today you want a Pakistani girl, tomorrow you want an Italian girl, today you want a tall guy with a nice ass, you want a 12-inch dick today, you want a 2-inch dick tomorrow. What do you want? Okay. You get to change this robot every day. Okay. But only if Elon Musk gets to work immediately. Because my fear is none of us are ever going to get to Mars, even your grandkids. However, I think it's still a reality in our lifetime that we can see robots that we actually get with, and when we don't want to get with them, we turn them off, like your phone. And I'm praying that Biden, because Biden brought back America. I think Biden can do it. If Biden, oh yeah, or Harris when she gets elected, yeah. Oh, guys, you think Trump coming back 2024? You was wrong about 2020. Let's not lie about that. Yeah, Biden, where you at, Biden? Biden, bring the robots back. Okay. AOC will bring in robots. Yes. All right, guys, let's stay positive. DeSantis, just keep no state income tax. Okay, just walk around, talk crazy, keep Florida open. We know you did the right thing there, but you're a good governor, not a good president. Guys, I know people, they're great electricians. They're not good project managers. I know people, guys, they're great strippers. They're not good accountants. I know politicians, they're great governors. They're not good presidents. Because I knew an entertainer, okay, who was a subpar entertainer, and he was a horrible president. Okay. So what I can tell you is this: just because someone's good at one thing does not automatically say they should be promoted to the next thing. That's a life lesson. So what I can tell you is this: Elon Musk needs to get to work immediately for both Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, and liberals, because there's a lot of pent-up demand for a robot, okay, that can solve the depression, the loneliness, the hurt in this world. Because it's true that in a modern society, guys, we're doing better than we ever done. Okay. But the problem is, guys, a lot of people are feeling psychologically and emotionally damaged. Guys, why do you think my YouTube channel blowing up? Well, I always tell you guys, because I keep it real with you guys. A lot of people pander to you. Okay. Because, guys, I tell you right now, you show up and you give someone to talk to, your money bag gonna come. Neville, $2 super chat. You see what Biden said about desegregating schools? Desegregating schools? No, I haven't. I know he flip-flopped on it, but I know what Trump said when I lived in New York, that we should execute the Central Park Five. I know that Trump said when the people rioted last year for George Floyd that they were lowlife and scum. And I know when a cop got killed at the Capitol Hill and many of his followers that he said he'd be right behind. I know he said they were great people. It's time to go home. I know Trump, since in the 80s till today, he has a string of recurrent toxic behavior. I know that Biden has flip-flopped and he's a little bit of a wishy-washy, but if you ask me, Biden is better than Trump. They're both frauds, let's be honest. But Biden's better than Trump. Guys, anybody's better than Trump. Trump should never be in power. That type of, you know how Trump is? Look at what he did to Mike Pence. Okay. Look what he did to Mike Pence. As soon as Mike Pence didn't do what he wanted, what'd he do? He fucking threw him under the bus. Okay. That's what type of scumbag he is. As soon as you don't do what he wants, he don't want nothing to do with you. Okay. So at least Biden, even though he's flip-flopping and done some crazy shit, he's willing to apologize, whether he means it or not. That's better than someone, okay, who is so spiteful that they'll destroy this country just to prove their point. Okay. And I'll tell you right now, okay, that's the truth. Okay. Now you do whatever you want, vote whoever you want. Everyone's a fraud at the end of the day. Okay. But there's some people that should never be in power. And Trump's one of them. Okay. And that's bottom line. So what I want to tell you tonight is that the live chat's full. Okay. And I showed up, and you guys, I appreciate all the love. I don't take it for granted. I'm not entitled to it. But what I can tell you is this. I'm sweating my ass off. Because somehow we got to talk about politics. Somehow we got to talk about robot wives and robot husbands. Sometimes we talked about Dairy Queen tonight. Okay. I know what you're saying. If you had to choose, what would you rather talk about, food, politics, or yoga pants? Well, if you're a guy, I think you say yoga pants for the win. If you're a girl, I don't know, man. I don't know what, if you're a girl in the live feed, or if you're a guy who turned into a girl, leave a comment. Let me know. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Dairy Queen or you want to talk about dick? Let me know. And so leave a comment below. Click the thumbs up. We got 78 people watching, 40 thumbs up. Guys, come on. We can rig the election. Create more fake accounts and click the thumbs down. Yeah, I know about you. Yeah, man, Trump's a fraud, man. We already know it is. I agree, JM. Biden's a fraud too, but Trump's a dangerous man, man. He proved it. All right. I'm sorry, man. I'm all off track, man. And I'm very slow on these comments, man. Forgive me, my members. I apologize, man. I gotta do a better job than this. Okay. And Twist, I'm sorry I got off track, man. I don't know if you were talking about your father or not. I know I started to joke around, but I love you, Twista. And I don't have all the answers to life, guys. Even today, I always have moments, you feel sad, you feel depressed. Sometimes I feel inspired and joyful. I'm like everyone else, guys. I'm fighting through to try to make the most I can of what I got. That's it. There's no grand speech. I try to do, bottom line is keep it simple. Just try to get through the day, but I know there's some pain out there. Charles, as men, our nuts lie to us. Well, I agree with that, guys. The only nuts that you should be giving away are nuts in the park to squirrels, because I feed the squirrels every day. Shout out to Petco. But other than that, in my opinion, keep your nuts in your pants unless you want a family. Now, if you want a family, just be mindful that, that's a lot of work. I almost threw up every new job. Even sometimes, if I got a big project or something, guys, I throw up before, I have anxiety before I show up. So it does get better over time, though. It's you'll be more at peace, more confident after 8 months on the job than after the first 8 days. After 8 years in the same industry, you'll be more confident than the first 8 months. So, momentum builds over time. That's why show up, get past the pain, it gets better. If you don't show up, if you don't go to the gym, your body deteriorates. If you don't go to work, your money bag deteriorates. So the sales pitch to show up is, my life going to get worse if I don't. So even if I'm scared, as long as I'm not, really put myself in serious danger, even if I'm scared or whatever, show up. Why? Worst that can happen is you're asked to go home. And most cases, that ain't going to happen, especially if you just show up and go like this, guys, they're just going, you're going to be okay. So that's been my experience, but I understand what you're saying. Let me keep reading. I apologize. He goes, I am taking a pay cut. Hey, no, you're getting a pay raise. Because in September, the extended unemployment benefits end, and you don't have health care right now. You're not building into retirement. You're taking a pay raise. And you are taking a step forward to build your career long term. You're a middle-aged man. You're in your late 30s. If you don't get back in the workforce now and you wait till you get another job paying $80K a year or whatever, you're going to be in your 50s with no retirement saved. You're going to lose out on 10 years of Social Security. But most importantly, you're going to lose your self-confidence. Guys, I know what it is, because I told you how, when I was young, I went through that algorithm as a union electrician. If you don't work for a company, even if you do side work, it's different between doing side work, the gig economy, and a real job. If you don't have some level of a real career going, if you wait too long, getting back in that flow is almost damn near impossible. Okay. Some of you know that you haven't had sex in 10 years. Okay. And if you try to have it right now, guys, it's probably not going to happen. Because once you stop using it, you lose it. Okay. So what I can tell you is this, guys. Most people know exactly what their own ass smells like. Why? Because most of the day they're picking their ass and they're putting it to their nose to smell it. Okay. So what is the message in that statement? If you're going to pick your ass, let it be in the bathroom of the place you work, so at least you get a direct deposit, you build up your Social Security, and you have health care. Because if you're going to pick your ass and stay at home and watch YouTube videos and play video games, you're going to have too many YouTube accounts, enough money bag, and your mental health is going to be a disaster. And there ain't enough robot women or robot men in the world. So that's why you dream about going to Mars. Mars is going to be better than this. Guys, you have no idea about science. Look up Mars and atmospheric pressure and everything. Guys, Mars is a shithole, man. Okay? So, all right, let's take that picture. Click that thumbs up. Twister, I am trying to forgive him. You talking about your father? Or you talking about your honest? It's very hard. Now, I understand that. And let me keep reading. But I know it's not right to have hate in my heart. Well, it's not. I understand. That's part of life. It makes me very uncomfortable. Let me continue to read. Twister goes, Hal, congrats on job. I agree. I saw the replay when it announced. It was very exciting. But I know he's very scared. It's natural. Twister, share more about what's going on in your spirit. Hal, now I am salary if it comes out to $29.74 an hour. My start date is June 28th. Well, I'm glad you shared the date. I'm going to put a reminder on my phone so we keep you in prayer. Remember, Hal, at the last minute, you're not going to want to go. I remember applying for a job with a different company, and I got accepted. And initially I was excited, then I got scared, and I was thinking of every way maybe not to take it. So for the next 2 weeks, you're going to try to talk yourself out of taking this job or showing up. And it's normal, so I want to share with you empathy. It's normal. But what I want to share with you, I don't care if you got to kick, scream, roll, cry, get your is. If you do that, by the time Christmas time comes, you're going to say, Sam, Santa Claus is alive. Okay. And he didn't come down the chimney. He came down into my direct deposit. Okay. And I feel better. Okay. Because if December comes and you don't take the job and extended unemployment benefits end, you're going to have to go visit Santa Claus in the White. You got to go visit Joe Biden. And you got to say, Joe Biden, can you help me out? And Joe Biden is going to have the same mental coherency as Santa Claus. It's going to basically be a fairy tale. Now you say, well, it's better than Trump. At least Trump not talking crazy, starting, coronavirus wars. Remember, guys, more people died during the coronavirus than 9/11. If we never forget 9/11, let's never forget the coronavirus. Okay, never forget it. So 3,000 people died in 9/11. Thank you, George Bush. I'm just playing. So, what I want to share with you tonight, okay, is that if you ever listen to the tapes of 9/11 where the people that were in that building, okay, and that were burning, and it was crazy, and at least give you a perspective that that's real fear. Okay. Going to a new job is still real fear, but it's nothing in the big scheme. Okay, perspective. So that's kind of like some things. Hopefully it helps you. Hal, Twisted, good looks. I really appreciate that. Twisted, good people. Cal, thank you again. Yeah, we read that, but I'll try to do another video. I've done a couple of videos about fans and basically how you don't stay cool in your car in the summer, but I'll do another one about my fans. But check out my Nomad playlist. I did a couple already. Twister, no problem. I'm really happy for you. Your struggle and success really inspired me. Twister, you're positive, man. Twister at Hal. Infinity, thank you again, brother. Infinity, I may see you on the road. One day, Infinity, I may see you out there. Okay. I may see you in the gym, and we're working out. And we see the same girl. Well, we're going to see plenty of girls down. If you come to South Florida, it ain't just one girl. But there's plenty of girls in the gym looking good. And you're going to say, oh, my God, I got a vasectomy. I got cash in the bank because I sold my house. I got a travel trailer. And I'm staying for 14 days. I got to get me some cooch. And I'm going to tell you, brother, if you slide into those DMs, say goodbye to your direct deposits. Because when you don't live alone, guys, you don't take the money alone. You got to split that bag. Okay. And believe me, guys, when you start splitting the bag, life starts changing pretty quick. Okay. Life changes quick, man. Don't split that bag. In my opinion, do what you want. Okay. Everyone's different. Jesse! My first ever member. Damn it, Bitcoin's back up just because Jesse's in here, okay? Do I have any Bitcoin? No. Guys, I told you guys, I don't tell you what to buy, what to do. You do whatever you want. Jesse, I'm my first ever member. So, right, Sam, I hope you're still in here. Leave a comment if you are. It's always something. You damn right. Jesse I've been through the wars. I was ready to buy a ticket to Florida. What happened? Then Bitcoin went down? Jesse, are you still in Workhorse? That's just back up to like 17 a share. It went, all right, I was ready to buy a ticket to Florida 7 days ago. Then, all caps, I lost my purse. Damn. 400 in cash in there plus passport IDs. Well, no, that is the biggest pain. And I have empathy for that. All your identification, that's painful. So, one is no laughing at that. Two is, again, I no laughing at the 400 either, but I did a video yesterday, about losing 300K, and you went through the wars too, so, but one step at a time, Jesse. I love you and thank you for everything. JM, welcome again to the live access. Appreciate you. You've been very gracious tonight. Twister, you skipped my first two comments. Well, thank you, brother, because forgive me if I did skip them. Let me go back. Why don't I see them? Twister, the first ones I see, Twister, you write him again. He goes, what's up, Sam? I acknowledge that. And then he goes, once I'm fully capable of being independent, I plan on, oh, I did miss that. I apologize. Thank you for correcting my ass. He goes, once I'm fully capable of being independent, I plan on severely cutting out my debt. Okay, that's why I started talking about Trump. I apologize. Hold on. What the? Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Forgive me, Twister. I got love for Trump. I got love for everyone. Yeah. So Twister was saying that once he's fully capable of being independent, I plan on severely cutting out my dad. Yeah, I mean, look, I think the prodigal son is a story in the Bible that the son leaves the father after he gets his inheritance. And then he comes back to his father when he blows it on Bitcoin and prostitutes. No, I'm just playing, like on gambling and prostitutes. But I believe that if his investments took off and if he didn't blow his money on chicks, I don't believe he would have came back, or if he came back, it would have been a different mode. So what's the lesson? Look, the lesson is your dad probably did some things to help you, but if you feel your life is healthier without him, you have to do what you have to do. It's always going to, the scar of the relationship being severed is always going to be with you. Never going to, but if you decide to stay, you're basically saying, I'm going to live in toxicity the rest of my life and I'm going to destroy my life. So it's a tough call, but I made the call, and I tell you, I can't tell anyone what to do, guys. I'm just sharing my opinions, but you got to do what's healthiest for you. Bottom line, Twister. I'm really struggling trying to forgive him for all the pain he has caused me. Well, and that's the other thing, too. I don't know everything that all you guys and girls have been through. So remember that when I share my opinions and statements, is that no one has ever walked in your shoes and no one has walked in mine completely. So, everyone has to, kind of like make their own judgment on that. And then you went into, which I believe I read this already, about the boundaries and I've taught you about boundaries. Yeah, I've learned that myself. And try to stay positive. Yep, I agree with that. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I've learned, and I still struggle with it, but I remember it when I get down. Love to you, man. Thank you for telling me that I missed your comment. I appreciate that, because I apologize for that. JM, had to get in here. JM, welcome. It's the best relationship you've ever been in. You can join the membership whenever you want, and you can cancel whenever you want. And to me, you don't have to you don't have to borrow your friend's pickup truck to move all your shit out of my house. You don't have to wait 4 years to vote me out. You just say, I don't like this guy no more. And you're gone. And look, do I want people to do that? No. But do I want people to have the freedom to do that? Yeah. Do I want to have boundaries for me and my time? Yeah. So, to me, as an adult, there's a lot of crappy parts about being an adult. The best part is that you're an adult now. You get to figure out what you want to do. And I say, praise the Lord. Neville, love to you, man. I know it sounds like you're rocking with Trump, and that's your right. I don't fuck with Trump, don't like him. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt for a couple years, but he only got worse, and it basically ended up like how I thought it would end up. Complete disaster. And I don't have any love for it. I mean, like I said, I try not to operate with hate in my heart, but the guy fucked us, man. Left a string. I believe he severed certain relationships because of the tone he set and the way he fucking did shit. And so I don't believe he really did anything good, man. Now, I believe some of the things he was saying, and maybe the tax cuts a little bit were good, but he blew a hole in the deficit. It was a little bit lopsided even with that. And I don't care that he blew a hole in the deficit, but it's like the same thing. Well, then why do we care if we're blowing a hole in the deficit now? We don't. We just keep going in. So it's just all a game. Look, all politicians are frauds. That's the bottom line. But the bottom line is we all know everyone's a fraud. Just don't make our life unnecessarily harder unless it's an absolute necessity. And he didn't respect that. He just had to fuck us all. And look, I don't give a fuck what he did. Just to me, worst 4 years, definitely last year was horrible. JM worked 50 hours this week. That's okay. and just got done pulling 296 today. Damn. Off DoorDash? Money bag emoji, man. That's what I'm telling you. You could work at Walmart or Target. Target pays minimum $15 an hour. That's $2,000 a month pretty much. Then you can, on the side, if you're in a good area where you can DoorDash and you can make money, you can make another couple grand. Now you're making $4,000 a month. And if you're living alone, you're rich, okay? Unless, in most instances. Now, if you're living, you got 3 kids, 4 dogs, it's going to be uphill battle, but better to have the $4,000 than no money. Like I say, guys, life gets better the minute you stop picking your ass in your car, in your house, and you start picking your ass at work. Why? At least you're going to get paid for it. JM, I'm back in South Florida. Shout out to everyone sweating. July 1st, yeah, come on, it's hot. If you ready, if you remember my comment, I tell you this. If you're going to move to Florida, move in the height of summer, okay? When it's fucking sweaty, juicy, okay? No one's at the all-night gas station. Everyone's up north. That's when you know the true Floridians are back, man. Hal, Dairy Queen for the L. I love you, man. ESP, you know I love you, all my heart. And you know, you're the exception. ESP can do whatever she wants. She want to go Dairy Queen, she can do that. She want to make a video about it, she can do that. Why? Because ESP is legit. She's a good person. I like her, okay? Everyone else, guys, I block them if they say they go to Dairy Queen. Except my mom. I love my mom. Hal, Dairy Queen for the L. Cal, thank you again, brother. You've been very gracious to me. I read that. Good energy. Love to you. Shout out to Michigan. Shout out to my man Adam as well from up there. Twister, Dairy Queen for the L. Danielle, grease trucks at Rutgers. Yeah. They can eat that while their metabolism is low in their 20s. Once they get to their 30s and 40s, they're going to have a muffin top shaped body. Twister. Sam, Starbucks has a new strawberry funnel cake. Oh, no. I ain't drinking too much sugar, man. I'll go back to being obese. I'm already got a wide ass. That way you can still have your funnel cake fixed in Florida. I get me a pike with steamed soy. Because everything in South Florida is steamy. My car, my coffee, and my basketball shorts, even when I have no underwear on. Why? Because, guys, if you think you ain't going to have swamp ass in South Florida, you haven't experienced the cooling capacity of a USB fan. That shit don't cool nothing down, man. Neville? Yeah, DeWalt batteries, and I don't want to see any power tools. I don't care if they operate a fan, a dildo, a plastic pussy. I don't want any 18-volt construction equipment to buy me. Why? I want to be a yuppie. I want to be a corporate person. I do not want to go back to the hard hat, the construction life. I want to be in a corporate, yuppie, okay, elitist life. Okay, that's the life I'm living, guys. Okay, so now you say you're in an all-night gas station sweating your ass off as if you were, in a ditch. Well, guys, I've been through the ditch, so I know what it is. I do what I got to do to get where I want to get. But I tell you this every day, I ask myself, Sam, when's this going to end? And I haven't figured out an answer to that yet. Okay, but what I can tell you is this: everything ends at some point. So just enjoy your life. JM. July, South Florida, bound, Latina MILFs. Yes, for the win. I totally agree. 100 Latina MILF emoji to you. Charles, thank you again, brother, for your love, your positive attitude. Shout out to you with the good avatar picture, uploading videos. I clicked the thumbs up. Just here, my first ever member. Purse or no purse, total disaster. I'm coming to see Floyd. That's what I'm talking about. For the first time. Well, I'm telling you this. When you come to Florida, okay, you come to the East Coast, Southeast Coast, you want to be by the good areas, but you don't want to be in the middle of the area. You don't want to be in the middle of Miami. You don't want to be in the middle of Fort Lauderdale. You don't want to be in the middle of Hollywood Beach. Why? It's too crowded. You want to be in the cut a little bit. You got to find the good spots. Good job. JM, for your Starbucks, thank you. And Latin Mills, well, I'm pocketing the extra because I ain't giving nothing to no one. I'm living alone. I'm living a vida loca alone. Never forget it. Thank you, though. Twist out, 3 laughing emojis. Yeah, laughter's good for the soul. Damn. I went 2.5 years, but I wasn't prepared enough. I had to regroup, save, make a plan. I love where this is going, work it, but I'm back. Permanent July. Damn it, JM. I love the focus. I love the planning. I love the regrouping. You fell, you got back up. The grace of God be with you, and all success and positive energy to you. Twister, my guy, Sam, you never cease to inspire me. You've been very kind and gracious to me, brother. So, one is Twister. I know you're a very positive person. Don't let your people abuse your kindness, but thank you for your kindness. Thank you for being you. Well, reciprocal appreciation back to you, man. Thank you. And thank you for telling me I missed your comment. JM, a bit off topic. But just a saying that was said to me once, I always try to remember, is so similar mindset to some of your words. A poor man buys what he wants. A rich man buys what he needs. Well, guys, Donald Trump bought a lot of shit he didn't need. He inherited money. So most rich people, guys, they are not self-made and they didn't get rich by not eating Starbucks. They got rich by, one is either hand-me-down money, or two is they got a little lucky, or three is they had great work ethic and they were smart and they made it happen. They did do a lot themselves, but they got help. But the bottom line is, guys, live below your means, have a budget, but I mean, even now, I mean, I'm almost being hypocrite, and that's why I struggle with where I'm going next, because, I don't know. For me, all I can tell you is this. A lot of rich people blow a lot of money on shit they don't need. Okay. Including Dave Ramsey. Like, you call up Dave Ramsey, he goes, I got a lake house, I got a big car. You can't have one because it's not in your budget. I mean, I understand. He's right. I love Dave Ramsey. He helped me out. But the guy also claimed bankruptcy. He gamed the system. He knows the system. Okay. So, and he was born with a certain level of intelligence, a certain level of energy. So, he don't understand, like, he does a good job. He helped me, but he's a little bit, he don't understand. He don't understand certain things. And he tells people have kids, you don't even think about it. Yeah, have a kid, fuck it, it's a blessing. That's all right. But I agree with the context of your statement, JM, which is live below your means. That's a big part of this channel. I don't know, man. I'm struggling with that myself, but at a certain point, you can only save so much, and especially if you're out of debt. And rich people, other than Dave Ramsey, most rich people leverage debt. They use debt. They really aren't debt-free. So, but that gets very dangerous. For the average person, they probably shouldn't have any debt. So, even Elon Musk, guys, that guy, they issue stock, they raise debt against debt. They create money by borrowing money against money that's really not even in their bank. That's how the rich really do shit. They don't really just stay out of debt and not eat Starbucks. Guys, rich people understand monetary policy, okay? They understand capitalism. Now most people are never going to be rich, okay? Most people are probably never even going to get out of the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. So, what should you do? Well, again, I struggle with that as I get older, man. As I get older, man, I talk very boldly sometimes on this channel, but everyone's got to figure out what works for them, man. I share some basic shit, but again, like, I don't know if life has an answer, man. Life is just this journey, and that's corny to say that shit. But the older I get, man, the less hope or the less like clarity I have. I just try to self-care and get through each day, man. Because I don't really, at the end of the day, no matter what you do, it's all going to end the same. But I don't want to live a foolish, reckless life. I want to try to live with wisdom, with a level of compassion. Look, I'm not as, what do they call it too? They go crazy with the liberal chicks. Not a liberal troll, a snowflower or whatever, a snowflake. I'm nothing like that. But I'm also not a Trumpy either. So I'm somewhere in the middle, okay? For me, everyone's different. But I don't know. That's kind of the best I could say. I'm just talking off top. JM. South Florida for the win. 100 emoji. Twister. Amen. I love you, brother. Novella, I love you too. Yeah, like I said, we talked about Biden. Like I say, Biden over Trump. Why? Look, they're both frauds. Trump will just basically destroy your life more. Biden will just go to sleep more. So who do you choose? Hey, I'll take Biden for the win. JM. The fact that he refused to apologize to the Central Park Five after they were acquitted says it all. Yeah, that's just one small thing. Look, if you look at the facts of the case too, the Central Park Five, they were causing trouble in Central Park. They were jumping people, from my understanding of the facts of the case. So they weren't like kids that were just like walking around being nice. They were doing some bad shit, but they didn't rape that girl. At least that's what the DNA proved. So, at the very least, but even no matter what, what he did, he didn't even know the facts of the case, but what he did was he took out a whole ad in the paper and called for their execution. So you could say, well, you respect him for calling it like it is. Well, when the Capitol Hill had the riots and a police officer died and some of his followers died, did he take out a page and say that these people should be given a death penalty? No, he said they were great people. That's how you know he's a complete fraud. Okay, so it's like, again, I mean, look, they're all frauds. All you're trying to do is say, look, I mean, Trump, like say someone like Trump, he just ends up hurting people, man. He's got a whole his life, his whole life's like that. Twister, laughing, good. Laughter's good for soul. Damn. Yeah, those yoga pants. Oh, thank the Lord for yoga pants. I don't know much, guys. I know two things, actually. A human is surviving in a marsh. It's not possible. I mean, you have to really do a lot of crazy shit there to make it livable. The other thing I know, guys, is one of the things that makes life enjoyable is yoga pants. Okay? One of the greatest inventions in human history. The smartphone and yoga pants. Oh, I missed a super chat. Damn it, I'm slacking. /automotive streetwear. Shout out to you. 199 super chat. Forgive me. Hey, Sam. I just left Michigan. Congratulations. 24 hours to Montana. Damn. Well, I'll say this. If you're going to be in Montana, best to be there in the summer. Why? Because it's cold as hell in Montana. The elevation is very high. I remember watching a movie about Montana. There was this girl that goes to Montana in the summer. She's dating these two guys. And she says, man, Montana's a beautiful place. And they go, well, one winter will cure you of that. Guys, Montana is cold as hell 90% of the year. In July and August, it's like in the 70s or whatever. However, there's a lot of big money in Montana. Now, I don't know if there's a lot of economic opportunity. There's a lot of money there, a lot of like retirees there, and people who just made their money somewhere else moved there. But if you can work remote, don't matter. But some people love Montana. But I don't know. To me, that's a step back, man. That's colder than Michigan, I think. I could be wrong. So, but backlash, it don't matter what the fuck I think. Why? Because the only thing that matters, backlash, and everyone should listen to this, is that you're going to where you desire to go. And if you don't like it, you'll figure it out. And if you love it, you'll plant roots there. And I encourage you to keep going to Montana because there's something in you that wants to explore that area and maybe live there. And so I'm happy for you. I celebrate with you. You say inspirational nomad. You talk so highly of South Florida. Why would you celebrate someone going to Montana? Because while I am not like most entitled Floridians and say, oh, don't tell any more people to come down here. What insecure people those are. I tell, look, guys, South Florida for the win. But when someone tells me they like Montana or Mars better than South Florida, I say, congratulations. Why? Less people in Florida. But if someone says, I want to come to South Florida, I hate Michigan, I say, come on down. Why? Because, guys, I'm not insecure. I still believe I can pull enough hot Latina MILFs even if another extra person comes down. I still believe I can secure the bag. Why? Because I believe, this is what I believe, is that even when someone moves to South Florida, this is what they're going to do. They're going to spend most of their time in their apartment, indoors, in their house, with the air conditioner on, picking their ass. So instead of picking their ass in the Upper Peninsula, they're going to be picking their ass in South Florida. You know that type of person. They're going to be complaining it's too hot outside. Meanwhile, they're sitting inside their house, 65-degree air conditioning temperature. Yeah. So, guys, most people, don't matter where they live, they're going to spend most of their life indoors. Even when I stayed at the hotel for the past month, guys, you spend more time indoors when you have a home base. No doubt about it. So, I think the average person only spends 15 minutes. They only take 15-minute intervals outside their house. Like, I got to go to the store, 15 minutes to my apartment, to my car. I drive to the store. I get out of my car to the store. I go to the store, back to my car, back to my house. I go out of my car into my house. That's most people. Most people ain't just like chilling outside all day, every day. Don't matter if it's 70 degrees. So most people, guys, they're hermits. Don't matter where to live. Jesse, oh yeah, I have Workhorse. You made some money on that one. Am I rough? I saw it went all the way down like $7. I think you bought it at what, like 13? So I think that may have a chance of going up now that it broke the trend. But I don't know. I don't give investment advice. I was down big. If you held on, you got more patience than me, and that's why I paid off. I don't check every day better than me. I'm holding, though. Better than me. I give you credit. You've learned. Jesse O. UXIN. That sounds like Queen Latifah. UNITY is a long play as well. Yeah, I never heard that. I gotta look it up. It's a China version of online used cars. Well, don't let Trump hear that. Damn. I'm gonna rent for the first year. Wise. It may be somewhat of a waste. No, it's not. What you're doing is buying time so that you don't buy in the wrong neighborhood. That's totally wise. But I want to remain somewhat flexible, totally wisdom, until I decide, yep, where you want to build. Totally agree. Buy existing or go RV. I love your game plan. Thumbs up to you, Jam. You're on fire night, Jam. True. If you put a gym on Mars and require yoga pants for women, men will go. Damn, JM, you smarter than I think, man. You better than Elon Musk, man. JM, yep, worked there last year in Yellowstone community for my company. Got a video on my phone of it. Oh, snowing in a big sky, Montana in September. Huh. Moment of silence for Montana. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look to your neighbor and say, peace be with you. Then I want you to look up to the altar. As you look for direction in life, I want you to know that no one is on the altar above you. We're all on the same level. And on the same level in this world, whether you got a lot of money, you don't, whether you look good, whether you don't, there's good and bad people, there's good and bad things. There's good and bad places to live, but there is no exact science to life. So I can tell you scientifically, Mars is a complete waste of time. I can offer you hope that there's been plenty of things in life that people said are a complete waste of time. And over time, they've turned out to be something decent. JM, Bozeman, I almost bought an RV from Bozeman. I called the guy up. I said, yeah, I was looking at your Corrado Axion for sale in Bozeman, Montana. He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm a high net worth individual. I bought it just to put it together, but I decided I'd rather buy something else. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, like that's really going to start the conversation off good. You know, why would you tell me? I don't care what your net worth is, man. I want to buy the RV, man. But, you know, that's how some people talk. You know, I think you vote for Trump. 30 been there, down that, South Florida for the win. Guys, I've been all up and down the East Coast, and I've seen videos of Montana. I've seen videos of San Diego. Shout out to Big Plan Dan. And what I can tell you is this, South Florida for the win. Okay. What I can tell you is this, Twista says we each have a whole universe within us. Uh-oh. Who gives a shit about Mars? Twista, you should be the public relations person for Elon Musk. However, guys, Elon Musk created PayPal. He created Tesla, it's bailed out by the government. He created SpaceX, it's subsidized by the government. Elon Musk is a positive asset to humanity. Boss's balls. And I do think, guys, aim for Mars. Even if you miss, you're amongst the global satellites that you get paid to put in orbit and that we use our smartphone technology for. But I want to tell you this, guys, whether you want to live on Mars or if you want to stick your head in between the ass cheeks of a Latino MILF in South Florida. In my opinion, it's all about mitigating risk. If you go up to Mars, one is you may die in the transportation from Cape Canaveral, Florida, up to Mars. Then when you get to Mars, you're going to basically have to live in a space suit for 100 years until you somewhat develop the land. Then, once you develop the land, how many years is it before you're going to get Starbucks, before you're going to get Planet Fitness? You're going to waste your whole life going to Mars. So you say, well, if I stay in South Florida, we may all die from global warming. Yeah, but at least you'll be drinking Starbucks and you'll have your face in between the ass of a Latina MILF. Would you rather die in a spacesuit on Mars with no Starbucks, no Latina MILF? Or rather you die in South Florida? You say, I want to die in Montana. I say, well, God bless you. You're going to die in Montana. That's motherfucker cold as hell. But I love you. Twista testifying in the Church of the All-Night gas station. Sticking my face in the Latina MILF. Sounds like the me. And I hear ESP in the background somewhere because she's always watching. And she's saying, I'd rather die with my lips on a red spoon straw from Dairy Queen. And I say, ESP, you are the exception to the rule. See, guys, there's the rule and there's the exception to the rule. Some people are exceptions. They're exceptional people. And I believe in ESP's outstandingness. I respect her. I respect just about everyone. I try to show love everyone. I'm talking a little crazy on YouTube. Guys, you got to understand. Got to make it a little entertaining, but, got to unwind a little bit too. JM, it is Twister from the back. What I can tell you is this, guys. I don't know what you like. There's a lot of gay guys in South Florida, guys. You may want to see a guy in yoga pants. I've seen some down here. They wear that stuff. You may want to see a girl. You may want to see a big chick. I know people, they like big girls. Life is like a Dairy Queen. You can order the sundae with sprinkles, with Skittles, with Oreo chips, or with fudge. But once you're done eating it, you're basically going to feel bad about yourself. So what I want to tell you tonight, it is better to treat yourself once in a while than to deprive yourself. But try to find healthy treats. Because I don't know how most people are surviving this long. I say to myself every night, I said, damn, I actually have it better than a lot of people. I said, I don't know how these motherfuckers holding up, man, because I'm barely getting, I said, these people, either they're taking a lot of drugs, they're getting drunk as hell, and that's truth. Because I'm sober, I ain't taking no, I said, I don't know how these people doing it. So hang in there. Shout out to Kathy, you're doing a great job. Get rid of that storage unit. I love you. I see you over there. Shout out to Gail, everyone out there. I know some people, I appreciate you watching. I know you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about now. And I hope my videos help you in some way. There's 83 people watching, 58 thumbs up. So what I hope you do tonight is what I'm going to do. Take a shower, put on some baby powder, lotion, brush my teeth, floss my teeth. Go lay in the back of my car with a fan blowing up my ass. And I'm going to watch the replay of Unstoppable Morgan's live feed she did from a few hours ago. Now, she was talking a little reckless because I saw some of it. But I'm not going to judge or become a critic because, she's just doing, everyone's doing what they got to do for them. Okay. So if they're not bothering me, I ain't bothering them. Okay. So what I want to tell you tonight, as you end your day, I want you to play Jay-Z, Can't Knock the Hustle. And then I want you to get a good 6 hours of sleep so that your body can heal itself and so that you can wake up ready to fight another day. And if you can't sleep, I want you to masturbate, go for an hour walk, and then come home, take a shower, put on your baby powder, lotion, etc., and then you'll go right to bed. That is the message tonight. Now, if you don't live alone, you can't do any of that shit because whoever you're living with is going to hear you moving around. They're going to say, what the fuck are you doing? Get in bed. What a disaster. Guys, live alone, and girls. So, that's all I got. All right, thank you.